Howdy all, welcome to part 25 of my playthrough of Dune Awakening. Once again, I'm starting back here at the base to tell you about some things that I've done offline before I go out and do what I'm going to be doing in this particular video. First, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. As you can see up there in the upper left, I have the 5th trial of Akal to do, and I am going to be doing that. Actually, you know what? Before I do that, I'm going to show you what it says in the journey. So if you read this over here, the location is where the earth has sundered, across the bridges of stone, where the monoliths lean, always para east. So where the earth is sundered, obviously they're referring to the Haga Rift, the bridges of stone. This right here, this hidden test, is where it's at. And one of the spires of these many spires here has sort of fallen over and is leaning on another one. So it's this thing right here. Before I do that, since that's not going to take up a whole lot of time, what I'm going to do is show you something that is part of what I've done offline. But first I'm going to explain what I think you should do way earlier than I did it. And that is, when you get a chance, you should go to Arakeen or Harko Village. I would say Arakeen first. And do the contracts that are on the contract board there. As soon as you have a reason to go to Arakeen, whether it is to pay your taxes, whether it's to pick up the advanced trooper training, or even just go to the exchange and look if there's anything to buy, or if you need, if you're going to sell anything, you should get over there and do those contracts. There are 3 contracts. All of them are just fetch quests right around Arakeen. You never have to leave. It's not complicated at all. It may take a little bit of time to find some of the stuff, but what you get out of it is, in my case, at level 83, I got 5 levels out of 3 contracts. So I'm currently a level 88, and I got more than 40,000 Solari in reward. If you do this, like the first time I went to Arakeen, I think I was level 45 or something. If you do this when you're in the level 40s, that would probably double the amount of Solari that you have on hand. So, big piece of advice, go do that as soon as you can if you've got a new character that is still in the iron or steel, levels. But before I get to the 5th trial, I'm also going to show you something I've done offline, which is I've started farming a couple of locations right here in Haga Rift that is super easy to get unique schematics, and the spice-infused steel dust that you will need to make steel unique schematic, weapons, armor, and so on. I have from there the shock gauntlets and Kel's stillsuit gloves, which are the only things I've got so far that I've made. I do have the schematics for the compact compactor Mark III, but I also picked up the Assassin's Rifle. Probably the best steel weapon, if you're into ranged weapons, that you can possibly get. So I'm going to actually drive over there instead of cutting and then jumping back in a little bit, because it's really short. So we're going to get on the bike. Yes, I do want that to be my new respawn. I'm not going to worry about my treads needing to be repaired. They're not that far down. So what I'm going to do is just shoot down here and get to the narrowest point where you can shoot over towards the Haga Rift. Most of my bases, when I've ever built bases on different characters, are actually down in this area here. That one happens to be way up further north, or way over further, I guess it is north. Anyway, right over about here is the narrowest point, and that's also really handy because that's where you're going to be going into the Haga Rift, up this ramp. Of the 3, I think, ways that you can get into Haga Rift when you're heading down in this direction. This is the first one you'll get to. Oh, look at that. Since the storm came through, we've got lots of carbon right there. Good to know. I'll bring my buggy out here and just load up on carbon at some point. Alright, you've got two gates here in the Rift Watch. The one to the left will take you out to the surface level. So you can drive all the way around up on this surface level. This one over here will take you to the very first ledge of the, I think, 2 ledges that run along either side of the Haga Rift itself. So we're just going to shoot down here, take a big jump. You see, we're already getting really close to the edge of the ledge. It's right there. Alright, so when you get out to here, you can turn right or left, and we're going to do both. We're going to turn right first because it's the closest thing. We'll head down here, and you see that first smaller suspensor light right in front of me now. Since we're technically in the Haga Rift, you can see it says we're enclosed, so I don't need to worry about leaving my bike there. But even though we're enclosed, I'm still getting direct sunlight. So I need to change into my armor as quickly as I can and get into this area called the Gasp. All right. We'll get ready to go. All right. Nothing that you need to worry about here except you'll trigger an explosion. You notice in my hotbar I have the compactor because if you recall, one of the things that you get, or one of the things that the compactor can do, is eat up fire and poison. I think this triggers a poison one over here, too. Yeah, which... There it is. Automatically poisons you. There's nothing you can do about it. I don't think it's ever not happened. So just make sure you've got some heal kits with you. Now, down here, there are people to kill. And lately I've found... Well, you know what? Just for yucks, I'm going to go with the Assassin's Rifle. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I have found that I have Shadrath's Edge, a Mala pistol, is way more than enough to take out these people.
Someone's here.
Oh. There we go. Now, one of the reasons why Assassin's Rifle is a good rifle to use is that it will actually pierce a shield and poison them inside the shield. Or it can. Ah, I wanted to get out of there. Alright, let's kill that guy. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Come on, there we go. Let's kill that guy. Come on, stamina. Oh! Aha! The new down but not out feature from the last patch apparently is working. When they go down, if you don't kill them right away, they now have 30% of their health left instead of 10%. Anyway, that was a little messier than I thought, and actually the piercing of the shield and poisoning a shield user didn't work. So I guess it's not 100%. Where are they? There they are. Definitely want to get all of their fluids. There are a couple of chests up in here, which I've missed. There it is. Normally, I would also harvest all of that carbon, but I don't want to delay. Not worried about that. All right. Now, there's nobody else to fight, but everything down here is all poison. Like that one right there. So, heal. I'll eat up all of that poison with the compactor. All right, you get a nice little ledge here where you can do the same thing. Oh, there we go. I heard it. I heard it. Oh. I made it out in time, and it doesn't really matter because I've... Oh, yeah, another one went off, and again, when these go off down here in the cave, there's nothing you can do about it. You're going to get poisoned. All right, we have one chest here, and again, I got the compact compactor. Oh, well. Really kind of hoping I was going to get one of the pieces of the armor. But what can you do? I'm still poisoned? Really? All right. And I think I'm going to get another one. Oh, that's not it. That's not it. All right. Okay, that's the down. Back this way. There we go. All right, I'll go ahead and heal again. So, well, I guess I can't heal. All right, that poison's got to go away at some point. Let's put that away. We don't need the shield. And I guess technically this next one, we don't really need the armor. So... let's go back to my still suit. And get on the bike. All right. Now... we're just going to drive up. Up, I guess I mean north or northwest, along this ledge. That's where we came in. For not very long. This is a pretty short run to the next one. And, as I said, I don't need my armor because there's nothing to fight in this next one. It's just a... once you know where it is, it's basically just a free chest of goodies. Of unique schematic goodies. Let's just run over everything. Every rock, every ledge. On another character, I actually really farmed all of this stuff here. I built a little mini base right here. So I could just essentially park myself, wait the 45 minutes for these chests to respawn, and run back and forth again and again. And we've got another light right here. There's a cave, as you can see. Now, I don't know if it shows up on the map. Let's see if it does. Yeah. All right, so you see this thing, Stepstone Cavern, and here's the two different entrances to Stepstone Cavern. That is actually up there, and I've seen one video that said to run through the cavern and then jump down here and so on. Why do that when you can drive right to it? Why fight all of the things that are in Stepstone Cavern, which don't really give you anything? I mean, you'll get blood, sure, And there are some chests in there, but they're regular chests. Now, see that guy? Those are two things I want. Every now and then, those dead bodies will have some things you might want. So you run up here to this little ledge, and you're aiming for that ledge right there, where my little cursor dot is. And boom, oh, I'm standing right on it. It's probably the shock... Yeah, shock gauntlets again. Man, I've seen... so I discovered this stuff in Pixel Cave's excellent video about, you know, where to find unique schematics in the Haga Rift and the Jafars. And he states that the percentage chance of any of this stuff dropping is exactly the same for everything that could drop there. And he lists all the things that can drop there, which is really cool. I've found that I get the same thing I've already got many, many times before I'll get something new. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I will cut, but I want to show you there's a bridge right here. You can drive over here and then drive to the next up, which is right here, which will put you in a way where you can get up to this really easily. You know what? Since I'm that close, it's also super, super dark, so I'll put my light on, not that it's going to help a whole lot. Let's be getting really close to that up ramp. It doesn't look like something you can drive in. Did I make a mistake? Oh, yes, I did. Oh, well. All right. Since I've done that, I'm going to have to drop all the way down. Actually, no, I think I can go down this way. No, I will have to drop all the way down. And go out the bottom and then drive around and come up here. So in that case, I am definitely going to cut here. And I will see you when I get outside that particular spot for the 5th trial. See you in a bit. Welcome back. I brought you back a little bit early because I wanted to show you what you'd be looking for. So I drove along here. You can see we're here on this side of the Haga Rift. And that's the leaning stone tower that they're talking about. Again, you can see this is actually where we need to go. I wound up coming out here. Instead of going all the way down to the bottom and driving around, I forgot that there was a pathway out here, and then you can basically just drive a switchback right up this way. So we're going to head over here. I guess I can turn my light off at this point. Now, I'm not really sure where you come out here. I can't recall. So, instead of leaving... Oh, that's not what I want to use. Let's get the vehicle backup tool. Instead of leaving my bike up here on the surface as a respawn point, I'll actually bring it along with me. I'd been sitting outside for a while, so I've obviously burned through a fair amount of water. So let's just go ahead and top up here. I think we actually have to fight some people at some point. So just in case we do. Alright, now this is a big old hole in the ground. So to get down to where we need to go, you basically just need to fall. And That's it. More falling. Oh, well, I guess you don't have to fall that far. Just in case. Let's go ahead and get ready. Alright, that's definitely where you have to go. I can see the walkway leading up to the... Oh, this is just a different way down to it. Okay. I guess I don't need to fight anybody, so we'll put the weapon away, and we'll put the... shield away. Alright, time to do some snorting. Again, skip the cutscene. You've all seen the cutscene, well, 4 times now. Well, probably once, because I think I've skipped it every time since I did the first one. And we'll skip this wake up cutscene. Alright. I think this is where you get the thumper.
Who is the creator? Ibn Qirtaiba. May his passing cleanse the world. Do you understand, Wani?
Yeah. I understand that it means I need to run around and avoid getting eaten by the worm, I think.
Our God gave us the gift of thought, and the words of the Kitab al-Ibar. Their works have been overturned. Bila kaifa.
Okay.
Shai Hulud cleanses Arrakis, creates the air we breathe, the soft sand where we pitch our tents, and smites our enemies.
Oh, I didn't see where that one was. All right. Right. This is, you've got to go across the sand. And get out of here as fast as you can. Oh, there's some quicksand. Before Shai Hulud shows up.
We grew soft on Poritrin, an easy planet, and God brought the weight of kindliness to prepare us for the typhoon that comes.
Yeah. There he is. There's God. And this is basically a traversal quest. I'm pretty sure if you fall to the sand, Shai Hulud shows up really quickly.
The world is a carcass. Who can turn away the angel of death? Our footsteps are as the drums of the slavers, calling Shai Hulud upon our enemies.
So to call Shai Hulud upon your enemies, you need a thumper. And apparently I need to put a thumper down. Alright, so I need to go over there, I'm guessing. Oh, I see. Yeah, you want to put it over here.
Men must learn to live with their gods. Who can deny a Fremen the right to walk or ride where he wills? Only Shai Hulud, the Maker.
And you've got to get far enough away from that so that Shai Hulud doesn't eat you. When he eats that sandcrawler.
Who is the Creator, the Maker? May his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin. Bila Kaifa.
And I think that's it. I think this is one of the shortest and easiest of all of them.
Ibn Kirtaiba. Who is the Creator?
The Maker, may his passing cleanse the world.
The Maker, may his passing cleanse the world. Remember Poritrin. Bila Kaifa.
And I awaken. I skip the cutscene. Or maybe I don't. There we go. Oh, wow. That improved that whole thing so much. I wonder if that was one of the changes in performance that was made in the patch that dropped this morning. It usually takes long enough that I will cut it out to get to this point where I've got those swirling planets that indicate I'm connecting back to the server. That was really a surprisingly quick transition back to this cutscene. I've probably shown this cutscene once before, but I might as well leave it in here now since I'm already into it. Alright, so the next one is the 6th trial. Just for yucks. Yeah, seek eyes among the stone. Paracompass to the north and east. So this one is... oh, I haven't done that on this character yet. So there is a cavern way up here that you need to do when you do the Swordmaster Advanced. Or Basic. No, it must be Advanced. That is where you also find the 6th trial, and I believe the 6th trial is the next one that doesn't do anything. Oh, I went right by a chest. Well, that was foolish of me. Alright, now, to get out of here, I think I'm going to have to do a bunch of... There we go. Yeah, a bunch of climbing. Alright, where's going to be the next... Probably right up there. And, yeah, and I'm out. Alright, let's get into some... little bit more light. Maybe not right into the light here. There we go. Alright, well, that's it. That's a nice short video here, folks, and I showed you a couple of cool things. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down. If you have any questions or comments about this video or anything else we do here at Nerd Caliber, please leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do if you wish to subscribe to Nerd Caliber, and think about clicking the notification bell icon so that you get notified of any of our videos when they go up. And I'm going to back out of the sun here so I don't get sunstroke. And having said that, do please stay safe, be well, and bye bye.